Alright, so we've got a race between SomeDude and Locus. SomeDude's just finishing his setup now, and then we'll be good to count down and start the race.
Yep. There was supposed to be a race earlier today, but that got canceled because one of the racers' power went out due to a storm, and it's unclear when that will come back. Falcon hit Geospent Counter is a separate mod.
And looking at the board, there's a lot of early goals too, so there should be quite a interesting race, especially early on. You've got both Pilgrim's Way lore tablets and False Knight Brooding Morlock, and VK and MMC, so players are really going to have to balance which ones they go for and make sure they're still getting progression so they aren't taking a pretty big deficit early on. I wouldn't be surprised to see one or both runners skip Fury just because there's such a focus on early goals.
Yeah, and Bout and Moss Prophet can also be a pretty early goal, given depending on what movement you get early. There's also a lot of random goals on this board, especially if you count things like the 2 Abyss goals, which need Kingsbrand, Collector, which needs Love Key, Grim, which needs Grimchild.
There's not a lot of random charm obtain goals though, like the obtain X or Y, so shops aren't as good as they historically are in Lockout, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects their routing.
Yeah, there's just a lot of single item random obtains that you need to do some of these goals. There's also the 2 stags in the middle of the board that are random single item obtained.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised to see both players rush Morlock and or False Knight. One of them will get that goal, and then they'll probably find progression that gets them into Fungal or Green Path, and I wouldn't be surprised if they trade. One gets Vengefly King, Moss Charger, one gets the Mantis Village lore tablets. Pilgrim's Way lore tablets.
Yeah, and then after that, actually, most of the goals are either random or pretty long. Either NPC and Call Hot Spring is the easiest probably of the remaining static goals, but is pretty far. Meanwhile, Talk to Midwife is also pretty far. Lord Tablets and Teacher's Archives requires Umu, which is an annoying boss.
And early wings could definitely make it quite competitive because that gives access to Deepness, so Bout of Moss Prophet, and the Colo Hot Springs, and Talk to Midwife.
Okay, so I've counted down the racers, and they'll be starting in just a sec. There will be some stream delay, but we should see them starting in King's Pass. People arrive.
Yeah, I think Locus will probably skip Fury, I know that he's not afraid to do that. SomeDude, I don't know if he's Mr. Cloak there before yet, so he could end up getting it just because we've seen it be Cloak like twice now this tournament.
Yeah, I remember really early in round 1 in Palm's match or something, Palm skipped Fury and it was Cloak. But yeah, I remember seeing Locus talk recently about how skipping Fury is probably not that bad of an idea. But we'll see what he decides to do this race.
Yeah, I think it's objectively the correct play when you've got so many early goals, just because a 20-second lead on False Knight and Morlock, provided neither player makes a massive mistake, it's probably going to be just guaranteed goal, which you really want. Yeah, it looks like they're just, going through King's Pass as normal right now. We'll see which of them chooses to check Fury and which chooses to skip. And Locus going back. I'm not sure he Walk far
Interesting.
enough right to get the hard sand.
Yeah, that looked really close. I don't know. Interestingly, both
SomeDude
are
goes back as
checking
well,
Fury.
though.
A bunch of Geo, which has the potential to be relevant. But
Oh, he
okay,
did
looks
go
like he
far
did
end.
get the power save.
SomeDude getting a slightly worse spread of geo as well, so that's another small time up.
I think Locus just ignored most of the Geo, which is why he got out of that so fast. Like you can see he has 590 as opposed to 670 Geo.
But
Looks like they won't
even
be
more
starved for his
geo in
Geo though.
Slowbro.
Yeah, that distant
And
village tag is pretty big. It gives you talk to
yeah, that's
a
a
midwife.
midwife.
Yeah, Salubra is pretty stacked here. Also has one of two unbreakables.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Locus rushing the distant village stag at the moment. So he'll probably just zoom through Crossroads to the stag station, get an early goal. Although it does become a trade-off of reading whether your opponent goes for that or the false snipe Morlock and trying to lock them out.
So I think in this position it might be perhaps better to just completely ignore talk to midwife and go for false knight Moloch instead, because like you're not going to be able to get both of those goals probably, right? And false knight Moloch at least gives you an extra check in Moloch.
That said, SomeDude checking grubs, so that's a pretty big time loss. There was a Grim Child at 5 grubs, so that is Troopmaster Grim. Basically, as soon as he wants to do it, I would like to see him wait for at least a spell first. Though.
Yeah, dashless nail 0 only Grim is quite a pain.
Yeah, it's super time consuming, and this early on in Lockout, like you really don't want to be essentially giving your opponent 5 minutes to do whatever they want.
So right now, theoretically, all of Troopmaster Grim, Talk to Midwife, False Night Breeding Moloch, and VK MMC are available to both to the racers, because you could go down through Stag No Stag to VK MMC, and you can get 5 grubs.
Lucas checking Dirt Mouse Stag first. A King Station Stag.
This is a stag board, or it's a stag seed, certainly.
And it looks like Locus is going for the midwife now.
Yep, dropping straight down to midwife, not even bothering with beast end check.
Oh no, he fell in the water.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He could get sniped on this. I'm not sure. I forget which of the racers had a larger stream delay. It looks like they're neck and neck.
5 seconds ahead. Though SomeDude going to Stag Nest, so I'm not sure if he's read the board. There's
Yeah,
so
this is
much
a really
he can
weird
be doing.
play.
Unless he's going for VKMMC and just thinks he's going to get sniped on the rest. Oh, Cloak.
Or he's just mod logging.
Okay, he's just, got that big brain. Locus should get it somewhat soon though, so hopefully it isn't a huge deficit.
Yeah, I imagine after this, Locus might. Oh, did Locus slash at midwife? I think Locus needs to reload the room. If he did.
Yeah, I think worst case Locus does False Knight Morlock first, but even then he's only a few minutes down without dash.
Yeah. And meanwhile, we'll be up 1 or 2 goals.
Yeah, I assume he'll get this and False Knight MMC, and SomeDude will get VK MMC. So it's sort of a 1 goal advantage at the cost of a few minutes of progression.
Yeah. It looks like he is going to go check the other stags, though. So he won't even be behind on
okay.
progression by much. And there's Cloak. It looks like he's going to be following SomeDude here. Oh, no, he's
No.
going back.
I'm assuming, yep, false knight. This is probably a good play.
Yeah, it's really good that Locus didn't go and follow SomeDude there. Otherwise, he would have certainly gotten locked out. Looks like
Definitely,
he's
I think sort
considering.
of based on the fact SomeDude hasn't marked anything, I think it's a pretty safe assumption to think that he's going for VKMMC. So
Yeah,
you can afford to do the Morlock, and it's pretty safe to assume you're at a deficit for the green path goals, so you might as well not waste getting sniped. Or you can do dash boulders. Oh, it's Pilgrim Way Lord tablets. Okay,
I
yeah,
see.
I like this.
Seeing dash boulders would have been some content.
False Knight first, just because you get access to, 4 checks. Whereas this gets you Leg Eater and Shrimalogas if you take the detour, but that's about it.
Not even checking Leg Eater.
Okay,
Hard
so he must
rushing this
think
goal.
SomeDude's close. He might think he's slightly behind on dash, and if SomeDude's going to this, he wants to snipe him on it.
Yeah, perhaps. He might be thinking that, since SomeDude's, like you said, since SomeDude hasn't marked anything yet, he's not doing False Knight Breeding Moloch, and so must be doing something with that dash.
If he thinks SomeDude's doing bosses, though, at least we'll tell him which one he decides to do, and if he's really quick with the lore tablets, he can probably rotate to the other one as soon as SomeDude marks it and get a relatively safe goal and avoid getting sniped.
Yep. I think we saw Love Key at Green Path tag from SomeDude, which is relevant for Collector. Obviously not right now, but...
And a great slash from SomeDude, so that's clever skips and an air stall, which does give him the Acid Bridge seal in Green Path.
That looks like Lurian at Leg Eater, but not much else.
Yeah, so Locus might end up Infection Po going to right side.
They already have King Stations tag, both of them, so shouldn't be as relevant.
It's probably
helps check the well.
Easier resting grounds. And yeah, check well.
Yeah, that's fair. So it looks like Locus might also be going towards that VKMMC goal right now.
Yeah, he might stop at Queen Station and basically just be killing time to see which boss goals SomeDude marks.
Yeah.
As soon as SomeDude kills MMC, I'd like to see Locus going for False Knight Morlet.
This is an amusingly long time to not have seen either False Knight or Moloch be done by either racer.
Yeah, it can kind of happen like that when you get early progression and then you end up missing Claw or something in shops or False Knight and you just kick yourself because you haven't checked it for so long. Both players are staying in Logic though, so they're eventually going to find whatever it is that they need to progress.
Is this Locus going to King's tag, perhaps? Yeah.
Yep.
So he'll see SomeDude mark MMC pretty quickly here. Oh, and that's a second nail art.
That's a boulder
Yeah.
killer too.
Yeah, I mean, they already had dash if they wanted a
This
out
is
of
a
logic
much
boulder
better
killer.
boulder killer though. Okay, so Locus should be going to... Or not. Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like he's
Yeah,
going
okay.
to
That's
get the
False
skull
Night
now.
Mullet. That's a good plan.
Gonna pick up some grubs on the way. I don't think Locus has checked grubs yet, though that might be on his mind.
Some dude grabbing the grub because he knows there's Dreamnail at 4 and Grimchild at 5.
Looks like SomeDude's going to go for this False Night Moloch goal now. A bit behind Locus. I assume since they have about the same damage that this will be Locus's goal, unless Great Slash somehow makes a big difference.
Yeah, Great Slash isn't really going to do much, so it should be pretty free for Lucas unless he dies to Morlock or something. He's a good enough player, I doubt that'll happen. Overall, though, both players' routing's been quite good, especially with consideration to the amount of early goals. I'd probably like to see a Slime super check once these early goals are cleared out of the way, just for the bulk of items it unlocks.
Yeah, I think the main thing I would disagree with in these racers' routing is SomeDude checking grubs early.
Yeah, definitely. That was with the prevalence of early goals and I probably wouldn't have checked Fury. Like, sure, it can backfire, but so can not checking grubs. And
Yeah.
combined, it's just such a big head start, basically.
So we saw Queen Station stag there from False Night. I don't know if Locus
Which is a
realizes, but that
goal,
is on the
yeah.
board.
I'd probably do Morlock first, and if some dude thinks he's behind on this goal, which I guess he does, so they'll just trade, but it means that Locus gets an extra check on some dude, and if Morlock's good, he's probably not going to check it for a long time.
Yeah, I honestly would have liked doing the Queen Station stag first, though, since that's such a quick thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Probably would have been better for Locus, but I guess if he thought that some dude was right on his tail, he doesn't really have anything indicating that, so probably should have checked. And that's Mullet down for Locus. And Wings. Oh, okay,
that is
really bad for
yeah,
SomeDude.
that's pretty bad for SomeDude. Though SomeDude might realize.
And he gives up. He'll probably realize soon enough, but being down Wings that early, like, you've really got to feel for him because that's 3 or 4 goals unlocked for Locus.
Yeah, so that's Rescue Zoten, Deep Nest, Bow to Moss Prophet, both of which you can get by doing not too bad Explosion Poco. Splash the NPC in Kalu Hot Spring is also technically available now, but it requires an Aspen
shots
Poco.
at least, so he could get something out of this.
Similarly, Kingdom's Edge Route is available with the Dreamnail-like grubs that Locus does not yet know about.
Oh, come on, Locus. Oh.
Okay, it looks like Locus might be giving up on this check and just heading over to Moss Prophet.
Good pilot. So if you're Locus now and you're pretty sure you're up wings, you're probably going and just getting the wings goals. I wouldn't object to holding the Moss Prophet one until you're a good way into rescuing Zoe in deepness, just so you keep that lead hidden for an extra 30, 40 seconds, couple of minutes.
I mean, you don't. The wings you found, if you're Locus, are probably not yet in logic, and there could be some other vertical out there. So it can be pretty scary to hold that goal.
Yeah,
since
it's
such
really
a quick
just
one.
a read on if you think they're going to be getting vertical anytime soon. 2 dreams in shops, so you might see a black egg.
What is
And I don't
Locus
know
doing?
what Locus is doing?
Does Locus not?
Does he not know where he needs to go?
That would be unfortunate.
I
Maybe
think
he's
Locus
confused
was
by
saying
the breakable
yesterday
wall.
that he's not super confident with deepness and like where everything is. Oh, come on, dash then. Yep.
Okay, it looks like he has
Alright,
maybe
he's got it.
consulted Google or some similar resource.
Oh, no.
And claw for Locus. That's also
No,
huge.
don't quit out.
Okay, it looks like Locus will be going over to Kingdom's Edge instead of
He might
getting the goal
try
that was literally like 2
stop.
room transitions away.
Yeah, and if he'd marked the deepness goals, then SomeDude probably would have not gone there even if he did find wings, and he would have kept that claw lead for even longer.
Yeah.
So it's gone from I want to hide it to I want to just dissuade them from going there just so they don't find claw, and that would have been really hard to come back from for SomeDude.
And
Crystal
Crystal
Heart.
Heart. Okay. Locus just swimming in progression here.
Locus maybe not realizing it's a goal, but luckily he is not in much danger of getting sniped. There we go.
It looks like SomeDude is checking leg eater here. You'll see the second dreamer, and not much else. Locus showing off a Geo-Rock over here.
If I was him, I probably would have gone the top route. That way you can get the Hornet 2 bench and the check there before coming along the bottom here to Oro, but he might not be super comfortable with that acid skip. So the obvious correct play here for Locus is to check Love Key.
I mean, that is something you could do. Oh, and that is another goal, Hidden Station Stag. I can't quite afford it yet, but hopefully he keeps that in mind.
Yeah, he needs, 201 geos, so I'm sure he'll come back pretty soon.
So I remember we saw 2 dreamers in shops. Those must have been the dreamers that aren't on the board, right?
Yeah, it was Lurian and Monomon.
I see. As always, the one dreamer on the board is the last one to be found.
Locus, you've got the Hornet 2 bench.
Looks like he's going straight for that Kahlo Hot Spring goal.
Yeah, if I was Locus now, I'd probably be taking a bit more time just to route in checks, since you've got everything pointing to you being pretty far ahead, so you might as well just get all the checks and goals you can before SomeDude can catch up and really just stop him from even having options for goals, basically, if he does eventually find Wings and Claw.
Yeah.
Look, if you can get those deep nest goals, get the edge one, then like even once he does get claw and wings, there's like nothing he can do, and it just goes back to random checks, and you've got a 5-minute plus advantage on it.
Looks like SomeDude is heading over to Basin, probably getting the first check in Basin, maybe damage boosting to the Pale Ore. There's not that much else you can do here. Well, he is rewarded with Isma's Tear, which could be helpful later, but not immediately relevant.
Even easier.
I don't know what you mean. Isma's is a useless charm.
Isma's is a charm. All
Yes.
skills in shambles.
Nothing at Colosseum's, unfortunate. Not as much content as we could have had.
And another goal now, coming up in a few seconds for Logan. Full Hot Springs is also a goal, so a couple of simple keys, and that becomes available too, and Locus has got a pretty big head start for that.
Yeah, nice synergy with Zote and Deep Nest as well.
Yeah, Fazi might probably be going Deep Nest now, but
it looks like we won't be
he's-
seeing Deep Nest from Locus anytime
Oh no,
soon.
he's probably going to shops, selling relics, getting the Hidden Station Stag, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we see Deep Nest. This is a pretty good play.
I don't know how many relics Locus has, but I think he has a Pale Ore. Getting a nail upgrade to perhaps go do Pale Lurker could also be a thing. I probably wouldn't do it with like no damage, but a couple nail upgrades should be enough.
I probably just wouldn't Pale Lurker until basically all available goals that are relatively fast are done.
That is fair.
Like I say, when you're this far ahead this early on, you really want to just limit your opponent's options and basically the possibility of a comeback.
And Shade Cloak for Locus. All the good progression on this side. So if you're SomeDude, at what point do you just give up and go check Moloch? Because you know that Locus has some form of progression pretty early that you missed. Yeah, Anton, Locus's progression at Moloch was not in logic on easy. They needed one spell, though with Isma's that could be like in Fog Canyon or QG. SomeDude's Isma's was in fact in logic. So it looks like Locus will be getting a 6th goal here. And it's VS at Hidden Station. That could actually be Brute Rush. Or, no, actually, you can't get to Oro without Vertical. Never mind. Huh, interesting. Locus does not actually mark that goal. I incremented the tracker incorrectly. Is this perhaps Mantis Lords to go into Deep Nest? Yeah, I'm not sure either why you would hide the ride the stag to Hidden Station goal. Like, it doesn't give your opponent any information about where you've been. Maybe he just doesn't realize it's on the board. Henry Penguin, no, it is not on. Has Insomnia disconnected somehow? He's still in the Discord channel. I have no idea where Insomnia is. I might be alone. Rip. I mean, Sloth, I'm pretty sure you need Vertical to get to Coliseum. Or at least it's very annoying if you don't have Vertical. So it looks like we're gonna see Grimchild here from SomeDude, perhaps doing Grim as well. Meanwhile, Locus will make his way through Deep Nest. It seems a bit lost. No, that's not the correct way, Locus. Go back. Yeah, it seems like Locus is a tiny bit uninformed on some of these checks. Continues to go the wrong way, still very lost.
Runs around back.
Oh, okay.
Computer decided to live in.
I see. Welcome back.
What I missed.
Well, Locus has finally made his way into Deep Nest, getting lost on the way, missing both the fungal core egg and the super secret seal. Meanwhile,
Did
some
he
dude.
go to Moss Prophet?
No, he went through fungal core.
Why?
Locus is
Okay,
a bit
Locus,
lost.
if you watch this race back, please learn where Moss Prophet is and how to get wings only.
Yeah, there was recently, I think recently Random Man fixed the fact that there's the breakable wall before Moss Prophet is like pre-broken, so that may have confused him, perhaps. But yeah, there is a breakable wall there.
He obviously should have just ran Deep Nest route.
Clearly. He is going to be heading over to Zote, so he will get that goal. Interestingly, he also rode the stag to Hidden Station, which was at Oro, and like went to Lem just to get the money to buy that, and then did not mark the goal. So unclear what he's doing there.
Classic.
Maybe he's going to go rescue Zote and then mark that goal. Maybe he's saving that goal for later.
Yeah, I mean, if he checks grubs, he can get to
Okay,
9 or
finally
3.
realizes.
I only just realised Pale Lurker was a goal. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
your Locus, you probably do... Yeah, Deep Nest Zote, you would have done without a Lost Prophet. Pale Lurker...
Kingdom's Edge route is available once he finds a Dream Nail or
yeah, once
checks
he
Scrubs.
checks Scrubs, he can do Tripmaster Grim and Kingdom's Edge route. Extra Soul Vessel and 5 journals. He can probably just check shops with some money and get at least one of those.
Yeah.
Once he checks Scrubs, he can get Mamu. So there's definitely a pretty clear path to winning. Vanilla King's Idol at Homosity.
But maybe it's the Pale Lurker King's Idol. Apparently that was SomeDude's 5th Wanderer's Journal. I think SomeDude did check the Grim Tent. I didn't catch what it was.
Ooh,
And he'll be fighting
for
Shade Cloak
SomeDude.
here. Yep. Catching a bit back up, but not the most important movement items that he's missing.
Locus doing shops, I guess.
Yep.
And SomeDude picking up the shop goals. Pretty good to see that when you're behind like that. You really want to just try and stop it, the snowball, as much as you can, so that's a good way to keep yourself in the red.
Yep. I'm surprised SomeDude hasn't done Grim yet. I guess he doesn't have any spells, but he was in
mega
Left City.
want to spell. Otherwise it's so long.
Yeah. He was in Left City. I thought he was perhaps going to get some nail upgrades to make Grim faster, because he specifically went and picked up Grimchild.
Yeah, I mean, for how down he is in movement, SomeDude's doing a pretty good job.
Helped by the fact that Locus does not know his way around Moss Prophet.
Morlock also isn't in Logic yet, so we probably will see a spell pretty soon from SomeDude, and that'll have put Morlock in Logic, and then that's about where Locus went off on his good goals non-stop.
Yeah, there was a spell specifically VS at Hidden Station Stag, but that was at Oro, which is inaccessible without Vertical. Looks like Locus might be picking that up right now.
Yeah, that's a good one, so if he checks Scrubs now, he'll be able to, you know, see the Troopmaster Grim and Mamu just chilling there. But
yeah. Meanwhile, SomeDude is going into Fog Canyon, probably getting this one check, maybe going into QG as well. And Locus looks like he's going to Pale Lurker.
Love King in Logic for SomeDude now. If that's where intended progression is, I really feel sorry for it.
Yeah, that is a pretty long logic chain.
Though I think you would do more like before you do that, so
yeah, probably.
you shouldn't be at too much risk of that. dupe wings for Locus, and that is a terrible spot for SomeDude. He is not finding the dupe.
Yeah, so that wings was the intended wings, right? That Lucas found then?
Probably not. I think the one Locus found first was the intended one, but
Yeah, that's what I meant.
SomeDude will find it up, and SomeDude gonna get his wings now. This is good. Hopefully
yes, I meant that the wings that Malik was intended, I think.
Yeah.
This is actually very good for SomeDude. He'll probably go and snipe Moss Prophet from Locus, and on his way find Claw, and be pretty confused.
Yeah, I think if Locus had marked Moss Prophet, then SomeDude wouldn't have had much reason to go there, and the race would have been basically over. But now it could actually go either way.
Yeah, SomeDude, especially having Dreamnail already, could go get Maru and Kingdom's Edge route if Locus takes long enough to check grubs.
Yeah, plus potentially TMG, so it could be a pretty big swing for SomeDude.
Yep,
But
and
he's going to be
there's
kicking
wings.
himself now.
Meanwhile, Locus struggling a bit with Pale Lurker. It's a very annoying mini boss. Falcon, the charm descriptions in Rando are made by whoever made the mod, so either Hamathi or Sean PR, I assume.
And that's SomeDude down for sorry, not SomeDude down. Pale Lurker down for Luke.
Locus has not yet defeated SomeDude.
And World Sense for SomeDude, which we've seen already. I wonder if he'll do the Marshard, which we have not seen.
Oh yeah, Locus tried this but failed some full jumps. Meanwhile, it does look like Locus is going to... Oh, that's pretty big. That's a random goal. Yeah, really unfortunate for SomeDude. And it looks like Locus is going towards Grubs as well, so we'll be finding Dreamnail and Grimchild very shortly. Oh, and Storeroom Stag for SomeDude. A nice pickup, but unfortunately not a goal.
Yeah, it doesn't really get him much, and Locus now probably gonna do TMG since he has Fireball, and then Mamu, and that'll put him on 11. SomeDude is going for Moss Prophet though, so we will see a claw for him.
Yep.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, the main trick for that Pogo is to get the guy on the platform by killing him a bit away from the platform.
And Locus SomeDude not getting Spore Shroom, so this is potentially quite bad for him.
Hopefully he's just pausing to mark the goal, and yeah, it looks like he is going back. I can't imagine
He'll probably fall
continues
into
Deep
Deepness.
Nest.
Oh,
Nope.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I can't imagine him actually checking like early light Deep Nest because he knows Locus already did so. Okay, yeah, this is good for SomeDude, at least. So this, I don't know what SomeDude does here. Looks like he's doing some quick claw checks. Probably you go for Marmu, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's basically what you've got to do at this point. You can't really afford to give Locus any extra slack. That said though, Locus hitting Grim straight away, so that's an option.
Looks like SomeDude will find the Spell Twister a bit too late.
Yeah, credit to SomeDude though for how long he was down big items. He's done pretty well to keep it close.
Yeah, this could be Kingdom's Edge route from SomeDude, which would be a pretty good snipe while Locus is busy with Grim.
Yeah, if he can get KE route and Mami, then it's a bit closer. I mean, both players can do the archives or tablets, but they suck. Both players can do... Oh no, that was it.
SomeDude could do Collector, but of course that's pretty bad too. I guess SomeDude could probably get some nail upgrades first.
Yeah, I'd probably want to see nail upgrades, especially since he doesn't have a spell from SomeDude. But he does get his Sea Dash. Please get the root SomeDude.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the root.
Also check Hornet Pit, because I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to Hornet Bench. This is actually pretty good. If you, it sets up for getting 4 Hot Springs later if you don't want to go all the way to Coliseum right now. You'll at least have a bit of progress left.
Once he gets dive, he can go to Aura Bench without having to go all the way there now for one check.
Yeah.
And Locus not really having trouble with Grim, but as I was saying earlier, it's just long. And as I say that, he's now on 2 health. Please don't die.
Looks like he's playing it safe.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, he shouldn't really have much trouble. Start of the route now for SomeDude.
So after all the static goals are taken, I'll be curious to see where the racers choose to start their random check.
And it's good to see SomeDude starting off with the 2 essence that everyone always misses. So
yeah, those 2
the rest
essence
of them form like a pretty easy path, but those 2 are super easy to miss, so he shouldn't have too much issues as long as he doesn't die. But
yeah, Primal Aspids are being annoying as usual, but it looks like he's dodging through them.
yeah, he has Claw at least, so it's not too bad. Probably... or you can reset the room, that works.
Yeah. He's probably opening the shortcut here to Tower of Love to set up for Collector later. Pretty smart move.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Meanwhile, Locus looks like he's going for the Kingdom's Edge route. Unfortunately, will be locked out by SomeDude, almost certainly.
Yeah, there's not really much chance Locus gets this, but to be honest, it's probably about time SomeDude got a break. So
yep, this is pretty good for SomeDude. SomeDude getting the double Dream Nail there, hitting both the tree and the hopper.
Big brain. I wouldn't mind seeing probably Cliffs now, just because there's a fair few checks there. Once like the available goals are done, of course.
Yeah, Cliffs. You can get into peaks with C-Dash Wings as well. that's pretty dense.
That's the wrong entrance, Locus. You just go up. No.
Uh,
Oh.
well, he wasn't going to get the skull anyways.
Has he realised? Hopefully he knows that he can just get out the other side and he doesn't need to come back from the Hornet bench. Yeah, it looks like he knows. No, maybe not.
Doesn't look like he knows how to do this acid skip. So for those who don't know, probably the easiest way to do that acid skip is to C-dash in so that you hit the curved wall and then you slide down until you can dash underneath, and then use wings to get a bit further on the right side. Then you'll fall in some acid and respawn on the small platform.
Yeah, it's one of the janky hazard respawns in the game. Another one, sort of similar to the one that Innocent runs use in QG to skip the going around right after the Petra Arena. SomeDude, don't know what he's doing here. You can just walk. There you go.
Yep. Looks like he's going to go and get that Kahlo bench, probably setting up for future hot springs, so that he doesn't have to retread all this ground later.
And Umu from Locus, so this is an exercise in tedium, but glad I'm not the one doing it.
He at least has VS. Doesn't have Shaman, so not the any percent setup.
He does have Twister at least, though.
Yeah. I like how he unequips Heart to equip Twister despite having 4 charm notches.
He's just showing off. Remembering the impossible lore tablet.
SomeDude going to find the dupe wings here. Hopefully he doesn't actually go and do Pale Lurker.
Yeah, I really hope not.
There really isn't any reason to, so...
It's such a slow chat. Please just leave. Thank you. Yeah, maybe we'll see a Mamu. Or even a resting grounds would be nice about now. You have claw and wings.
Yeah.
You can just...
That might be where SomeDude's going. But he's called a stag? Oh, storerooms, okay. He picked that up a bit ago.
Nuts.
Oh, Unbreakable Strength, actually pretty nice for... oh, it's a goal as well, yeah. I was gonna say, about pretty nice for the boss goals like Umu and Collector. I guess a bit less nice for Umu than for a Collector, but...
I mean, what do you mean current patch Umu strats Mithula? The strat for current patch is just a down patch.
Unfortunately, I don't think we allowed down patching in the middle of a race.
Yeah. We'll find a way to make 1221 Umu a quality of life feature.
No, you just gotta randomize down patch. You pick up an item and suddenly and suddenly Umu's easier.
And the simple key. Okay, that's halfway there to the hot spring.
Yep, I believe it's the first we've seen. SomeDude coming over to the coral bench, or coming past the coral bench, I guess.
Best bench. Oh, he is stopping. Love to see it.
Nice. I'm
Just go around like
unsure
this,
why
please.
he's going here. Is Locus uninformed? Oh, it looks like some dude is
Oh,
getting
no.
a couple nail upgrades. Rip
Locus,
Locus.
why? He lacks the critical information.
Rip. So it looks like some dude is perhaps prepping for Collector here. Getting a couple nail upgrades.
Yeah, that's good to see. And yeah, Locus has really got that any percent runner knowledge here. Knows exactly how to do anything on the any percent run. And then, I mean, everything else he is getting quite good at quite quick. It's just the little things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised some dude is coming this way through to Collector when he had, in fact, previously made sure to open the shortcut to King Station. But meanwhile, we will see Locust go check resting grounds, which is something we haven't seen yet, surprisingly.
Resting grounds, cliffs, we can't access it yet, but peak.
You could
They're
access
all.
Peak with C-Dash Wings from
Oh,
the
yeah, dash wings.
Not in, or it might be in Logic. I don't know whether that's in Easy Logic or whether it counts as a skip.
I think with Claw it should. Sorry, not with Claw. But I think it should be. The Mimic Grub there, I could see not being an easy logic with just C-dash wings and KB start because you need to jump on the edge of the elevator. But with Claw it shouldn't, ever be out of logic.
That was Lantern. I didn't quite catch the essence. Looks like Lantern and a simple key at essence. So we might be seeing some dark rooms.
Apparently 400 and something for the Lantern and it's 133 for the simple key, both of which are pretty accessible. And dive for Locus.
That's pretty big.
That's big.
It doesn't give any access to goals, but gives a lot of access to checks.
Yeah, crypts, peak, easier, and more likely to be remembered. Yeah, it's just solid.
Looks like he will be going to storerooms and seeing that second unbreakable that some dude.
And collector down for SomeDude. Although I do think he probably should have waited till that nail hit.
I think the rules are that you're allowed to do it when whatever you're trying to kill reaches 0 HP, and I think that's true of Collector when he gets his final stagger. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, true, I guess.
Meanwhile, Lucas warping back to archives and not getting the rest of the lore tablets, instead going to do QGA. Truly an any percent runner.
He
That's
really
pretty
is.
clean though. I appreciate
runner has its benefits.
Yeah, I appreciate doing QGA instead of using Shade Cloak to go through the other entrance.
Hopefully nothing's at Wraiths. Also, that's the Duke Claw there, so that could have been in odd logic before Wings, because I'm pretty sure SomeDude got
yes, SomeDude's tier was in
Shade
Logic.
Cloak.
And
yeah,
I got I think both tier and Shade Cloak. Yeah. Meanwhile, SomeDude is coming back here. He might be trying to get to QG through this way. Unfortunately, not possible.
Maybe he'll do reverse worst darkroom.
Perhaps. I'm actually pretty confused why he's going to Deep Nest here. He knows Locus has been there, and he isn't really looking for anything progression-wise that Locus may have found already.
Yeah, and he's got the hot spring here already. Is he looking for an exit? Seems a bit.
Oh no,
lost.
I don't think SomeDude actually got this hot spring. I think that was Locus. That might be what this is. Just getting the hot
okay.
spring.
Yeah, having got the first simple keys, probably setting up for that as soon as he finds enough.
Yeah, but there's no checks on the way to this hot spring, and the checks after it, you can suspect that Locus has already done them.
Yeah, I mean, he also doesn't have a spell, so he might not want to do QG just yet, just because of the Petra Arena.
Yeah, that's fair.
That said, he has like an unholy amount of nail damage, so they would have died in like 4 shots anyway.
Yeah. Looks like Locus is going to remember this bench. Perhaps?
Yes, he is. Nice. SomeDude checking Sharp Shadow. Really slow out of the way check. Probably wouldn't have been my pick, but you know, each to their own.
Yeah, thankfully for him, this is not something Locus had checked. I think Locus only really checked Zote in late Deep Nest.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, yeah, is this a Cliffs? Nope.
Looks like
Base.
Basin, Broken Vessel, Simple Key. Some relatively long checks. I guess
Yeah, I don't know,
SomeDude has a ton of
AP
nail damage.
and Cliffs, like, right there. This is 2 checks, and it's super slow.
Yeah.
And it's
I
not
guess
like
Peaks is a
staying up
bit
for
less
long.
obvious for SomeDude with
Yeah.
no dive or lantern.
I mean, like I say, Cliffs is right there.
Oh, right. Chat is reminding us that they already went through Cliffs with Stag.
I
near
thought
the
they
beginning.
just got the stag. But, okay, that's better than.
Well, SomeDude rewarded with a Zoom charm, Dash Master.
He needs 2 simple keys to get into Pleasure House. Potato. Unfortunately, this Arena Locus is doing is much harder in current patches. Those orange spikes those dudes shoot out actually hit you and do damage.
Looks like
Those for
SomeDude
1221 where
is
they're
going to
purely
go.
decorative.
Looks like SomeDude is going to go snipe another goal that Locus really should have had. Getting these Teacher's Archive lore tablets.
Unfortunately, yeah, Locus really lacking the critical information here, and it's ended up costing him a couple of goals. But he should get Mamu. Then it's probably going to devolve into basically a random check race.
I hate this room that SomeDude's doing without dive. Though he's managing it very cleanly.
But yeah, that's quite nice. And a journal for his efforts. He can write down how nicely he did it.
Meanwhile, Lucas paused outside of QG Stag, confused as to how to get into QG Stag, I imagine. Maybe? I don't know. It is a route on a speedrun, so...
Yeah, I mean... He was looking at True Ending for a while there, I thought, so... He should know this. And... The frogs have been quite nice.
Yeah, there's still another room to go.
I mean, he
nice
also
essence drop.
Shade Cloak at least. Oh, and he found the one full leader there. And I probably shouldn't have said the frogs have been nice.
Looks like he tried to heal and fireballed instead.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh no.
Oh!
Just gun it. No,
Okay,
there's a
no.
full leader down there too, near the Geo rock, so hopefully he doesn't hit that. Oh, please
Okay.
just heal.
Okay.
Do not go
Lucas
back.
is safe. Oh no, Lucas, what are you
Oh
doing?
no. Why? Just leave.
Looks like he wants more. Okay. No. Full leaders are actually pretty annoying to get a soul from
Yeah.
with Dream now.
You have 2 health, you can just damage tank once and get through them. No, do not
No,
do this.
no, Lucas.
No, not this.
Well, Thorns of
Oh,
Agony
no.
indeed.
He's got the mock in here, he can heal off. Please. Heal one more now you've committed. Okay, that's enough. Okay, that's double enough. Now just-
Okay. Meanwhile, SomeDude making his way against Umu with no spells. Always a very annoying fight. Reminds me of my casual run.
Yeah, spells are a myth, casually. Some dude probably glad he isn't one to have to do Mamu just because he's got so many nail upgrades. It'll take a long time of playing paddleball.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, he doesn't have any spells, so the nail upgrades do actually help.
Yeah, which is kind of tragic.
Yeah. Well, SomeDude does get through the nail-only Umu fight, and will be sniping another goal from Locus. This will be 9-11 very shortly.
Oh, Locus, please no die. Thank you. That's also it's a simple key for Locus.
Yeah, so that's pretty easy for Hot Springs now for Locus. And SomeDude hasn't even checked Resting Ground, so doesn't even know about that second simple key. Or,
Yeah.
though I guess SomeDude is the one with the simple key, not Locus. Locus never got that simple key.
Locus getting a tier.
Unfortunately, a bit too late to go back and check those teachers' archived lore tablets.
Looks like he's going for it too. Oh, no, never mind.
So now it looks like they're both just on checks mode. SomeDude cleaning up some storerooms checks. Locus going to peaks, it looks like. That'll be pretty good for him. It's pretty dense. Trying to go through the any percent entrance.
And yeah, we're now playing Random Check Simulator, so basically it's just place your bets. Can some dude find 4 before Locus finds 2?
Yeah, Kingsbrand is secretly 2 random checks. Or, sorry, Kingsbrand gives 2 random goals, while this streak, they haven't even found Wraiths. Looks like SomeDude is going over to Resting Grounds now, though, which will be pretty good for him because you'll see that simple key and be able to get it. Well, I would say relatively easily, but he does have nail upgrades, so it'll be a bit of effort, but will be a goal.
I mean, if he does that, and then Pleasure House has Kingsbrand, then he's placed pretty well to win. A QG stag for Locus, probably sad that he didn't get that earlier.
Yeah, that would have made Marmu pretty easy to get to.
Yeah, would have saved himself 2 arenas. and frogs. And deep focus now from Locus.
Chat is placing bets on whether Locus will go for the underplat instead of the easy C-C-.
Honestly, I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
Nice use of Dreamgate from Locus.
Yeah, this whole Dreamgate optimizations are really good to see. It's basically a custom bench warp, and it's something that really goes underutilized. Going for good pixel 2, I respect it. And yeah, SomeDude should get his second simple key now, well, relatively soon.
Yeah, again, no spells and for those Dream Warriors, but thankfully 133 is not that much essence. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go fight Gorb now.
And SomeDude missing the dive at Dream Shield, which is unfortunate, because we still haven't seen what's in crits, and that is really fast checks.
Yeah, I imagine SomeDude is in the mindset of rushing this simple key goal, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely a good play, just once he does get those goals and he's a bit more caught up, I think that it'd be really unfortunate if he does forget to check Dream Shield.
Yeah, hopefully he remembers. Oh, and SomeDude doesn't even have to kill 2 Dream Warriors because he did the Kingdom's Edge route. Nice unintentional routing there.
Yeah, that works out well for him.
Yeah, Potato, the only spells we found are on Locus's screen. 1 dive at Dream Shield and 1 VS at Hidden Station Stag.
Shafe's saying, get dive, check crits, that's just what you do. And honestly, that's one of the universal truths of Rando, alongside get city storeroom stag, check city storerooms, since apparently that is always good.
Get claw, check cliffs is also pretty standard.
Get wings, check willow journal.
I may have been punished by not doing that in one of my earlier...
SomeDude missing the check-in.
It looks like he's going to the hot springs, yeah.
And yes, Locus, you love to see it, getting baited into underplat.
Nice. I wonder whether Locus is even aware of the faster C-dash strats, and we see an underplat, very nice.
You love to see it. Nearly falling in the hole.
Wayward compass. Nice.
Locus really is just a god gamer.
Okay. And that is 4 hot springs for SomeDude, bringing it up to 10 to 11. So this is actually becoming quite close. Locus is ahead on checks, I believe. So he is still ahead by more than just the 1 goal, but with only random checks left, this could be anyone's game.
Kingsbrand for Locus is victory. Kingsbrand for SomeDude, and it is incredibly close.
Yeah. Though, Kingsbrand for Locus isn't quite victory because Check Voidheart does still need King Soul, and I believe we've only seen one white fragment, and that's on SomeDude's side. SomeDude
True. And
kicking
Dive's
his
getting... Sorry, SomeDude getting Dive, so please check Crips. Soul helps.
Well, he yeah, he goes for it, but forgets to get Soul.
Okay, so Kingsbrand, 3 white fragments, and Abyss Shriek all in Crips.
Yep. Except that it's in the form of Shopkeeper's Key at Flower Quests, of course.
That's a dive SomeDude you don't want. Sorry, Grub. Yeah, you don't want that.
I'm pretty surprised Locus didn't check Beast Den through the any percent route, honestly.
Yeah, he's getting there. Like I say, it can be so hard to kill muscle memory, so you really can't blame him.
Yeah. Elegant Key, that could be something.
Got Tuna. Unfortunately, it's not the junk item on the board this board. Locus knows, credit to him, but he seems to know his, oh, never mind. Come on, no, down the hole, yep. He knows his, Beast Den for Rando.
Yep. Oh yeah, and we've already seen that check from SomeDude much earlier. So we've seen most of Peaks. I don't think we saw CG2 or Crown, I believe. We also probably didn't see D-Dark. We've seen not that much of Light Deep Nest, actually.
Yeah, true. And looks like we're getting the flower check from SomeDude.
Imagine Kingsbrand at Flower Quest. Thankfully, neither of them have a Dreamer, so... Okay, it's just Hiveblood.
Hiveblood, hate to see it.
But yeah, Hera at Flower Quest, Kingsbrand, and Black Egg Temple would have been pretty ideal.
And Lucas, I assume just finishing up his cliffs and then probably down into Green Path if he hasn't done that already.
Yeah, I don't think Locus has really been to Green Path since SomeDude was the one who went there for VK MMC early game.
Yeah, the fact that SomeDude's marked that, I probably wouldn't spend too much time in Green Path.
Yeah, though...
Just because you can probably assume he's got most of it.
Yeah, but in reality, SomeDude hasn't actually finished checking most of Green Path, I don't think. Like, I don't think he's even done... no, he did Hornet. I don't know about Acid Bridge and Thorns. He definitely hasn't gone back for vertical block checks.
He did Thorns and Acid Bridge.
Okay.
I'd definitely do Hornet and Shape of Un, as you can safely assume at least one of those is new checks.
Yeah.
And then Shio and probably Journal Understone Sanctuary. And White Fragment for Locus.
Yeah, I believe that's one SomeDude got. Yeah. Looks like... Huh. Where is SomeDude going? He doesn't have Lantern.
Not sure, does he not? Yep, there we go. And Boulder Shell also hasn't been checked.
Oh yeah. Easy check to miss when you come down here with no Boulder Killer.
Yeah.
We also haven't seen that much of Fungal. We haven't seen mostly like right side Fungal stuff like Mantis Lords. Okay, it looks like SomeDude's going to follow Locus into Cliffs, or not Cliffs, Peaks, unfortunately. Though we might see some new checks with CG2 and D-Dark and Crown. Meanwhile, Lucas heading to Sanctum, probably also going to check Shade Soul with that Elegant Key.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good play. Just again, you can assume it's new checks, and he has dives, so he can get all the post Soulmaster ones and clear it all in one trip. Any opportunity really to cross an entire area of the map off is really nice, as it means you're not, likely to forget just one check you need to come back for and that sort of thing.
I wonder if some dude sees this QG stag and thinks that Locus has already been here since Locus marks Marmu.
Yeah, that'd be the ideal for SomeDude. Surprised we haven't seen Watcher Knights from Locus, since
Yeah.
he's all about that any % life.
You don't get Shade Soul on any %.
He doesn't have Shades, so...
Or, I mean, like,
yeah, sorry, yeah.
he's checking Shade Soul right now. Shafe, there is a 3-hour time limit on this. We started at 10, I believe, or Eastern time, and it's currently about 11:30 Eastern time. Oh, and there's also a timer going. Unusual, but
unless it goes to full clear, I doubt we'll have to worry about the time limit. Just it's already 10:11, and unless King's Brand is just in a terrible spot, I think we should be fine. Please don't die.
SomeDude.
Alright, so SomeDude's setting up the Shade skip.
Indeed. We've already seen, Flower Quest and both Colosseums. There could still be White Palace. I don't know if Lucas checked that when going to Hidden Station, so let's hope for a shop key at White Palace.
Information.
Rip Lucas. Doing that kill 2 soul warrior skull.
Exactly. And SomeDude making great use of the Shade skip you set up there. So he should have no problems doing it now.
Yeah, defocus is actually quite annoying sometimes with how the cycles line up.
Yeah, it can be a pain, and you get into a point where you're just waiting for the right spot, and then you go, oh, that was it, that was it, that was it, and then you get frustrated and just go at the wrong time, and you get comboed for 2 damage each time you stuff it up. Something like Vanilla King's Brand, Frampass at Black Egg, a White Fragment in Hive or something, and we might end up with a pretty long race.
Yeah, but I think at the rate they're going, it shouldn't take them all too long to full clear enough.
Certainly not, and we're still seeing a lot of new checks as well. It's not like they're clearing where the others been.
Well, that could plant Locus towards... Yeah. Locus does have all the necessary requirements to go clear White Palace.
We could see something at NMG as well.
Yeah, I think someone said that SomeDude had the ability to check an MG, but I don't remember seeing // anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know where // was.
Some pretty nice fireballs against Soulmaster from Locus. And then some whiffs.
Locus is looking at a whole mix of categories, but none of them are random. And apparently none of them will beat this drought to Beast. And that's Soulmaster down for Locus. SomeDude just, again, still cleaning up his Crystal Peak. hopefully he remembers, or like comes back for Crown. He does not have Dreamgate. No, he does.
He does have Dreamgate, yeah. He picked it up at the beginning. He might not have fully realized he has it, like internalized it.
And that's a
well,
race for Locus.
Yeah, that's half of the Abyss Street goal, but we have yet to see another one.
Shaman.
Oh, and Shaman. Okay. Cursed things are a bit less cursed now. Soulmaster has all the damage. Unfortunately, we will not be getting another underplat from SomeDude.
You hate to see it. Oh, and D-Dark.
D-Dark, wow. Okay,
so
Soulmaster hitting all the damage.
Doing Micronites now.
Looks like... This could be... Where is Locus going? Oh, probably skipped the mask shard.
Going Rune Marsh now, yeah. Dashing straight into that Gome, unfortunately. And another cloak. Getting some of those stonks for his dupe. And is this going to be glowing?
Probably glowing worm, yeah. We've already seen this from SomeDude. Yeah, both of them have checked well, I believe, and it was Spell Twister. Looks like SomeDude is doing some green path cleanup. Probably Stone Sanctuary, the journal below it, and the Vessel Fragment behind Massive Mock Shelter, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
Or no, he's just going to the
journal?
Okay, he's going for this check.
Oh, another white fragment. Okay, so he just needs King's Brand and he can check. Birthplace egg. Oh, Void Heart, sorry.
This might be Mound and Autopilot. I don't know if he ever went here.
He's setting up for the C-Dash, so I assume he got Autopilot.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Troublesome, both of them skipped Crystallized Mound because neither of them had Lantern, and I assume they didn't want to do the Dark Room.
Yeah, neither of them run all skills, so they probably don't know it. All skills are any other category that does it, so...
Locus giving us some content. Oh, no, zooming right past the content.
You could have at least checked it.
Like, if King's Brand is at White Palace, you definitely would go for it at this point, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Especially he gives 2 goals.
11, like...
Yeah. Locus talking to the wrong check.
It gets lonely, you know, you just gotta keep talking to Cornfer. In all seriousness, though, don't know what Locus is doing.
This could be the Basin entrance journal?
I guess.
Skipped past the Pale Ore. I don't know.
You've skipped the
I don't know why you go for this check.
You've got King Station entrance as well, which with C-Dash is probably quicker. Finding his dupe Ismas.
SomeDude finding dupe
And
Claw.
now going back for the Pale Ore.
Some weird routing here.
Yeah, I think the big takeaway from this is just knowing where your lore tablets and lost profits are. And I mean, like I say, it's one of those things you pick up a couple of things each rando and then back and you know everything. So, yeah, doubt we'll see him make the same mistake twice in the tournament, sort of thing. And SomeDude doing Mamu, I assume he's going for that Lantern at 400.
Yep.
So this will give him
This will be 300, I believe.
3, and then probably 0.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was 400 plus like 30-ish or something like that. Or
Yeah, I mean, if it's that, probably end up just doing like the mound route, or sorry, the resting grounds route if it's really little. Otherwise, like, I don't know, Elder Who or 2 routes.
okay, Chad is
High
saying
400s,
490.
apparently.
Yeah,
Okay, so probably Who.
yeah. You could go to Galleon if he's planning on doing Dark Deepness with that lantern.
He could, but like, I don't know. You might as well just do the other 2, because Callion's pretty slow, and it's only 150, isn't it? Or is it 200?
Galleon is 200.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Dash Master for Locus, so a little bit extra schmoo. And SomeDude in the same situation Locus was in earlier, but with a bit more salt. Nice and clean. And Lucas chucking down Dream Gate, but he has D-Dark and knows how to press down B, so I think he should be fine.
Yeah. Nice parry. Dangerously low on health, though.
Yeah. He should be fine. There you go.
Yeah.
Luckily, Broken Vessel's made of wet tissue paper, so he falls apart pretty quick.
I wonder if we'll see Locus also go for Essence here with Lost Kin. SomeDude showing us the other entrance to Beast Den. Rechecking something for a bit. SomeDude just shade dash. Looks like we are going to get Lantern from Locus as well. Oh, that's really unfortunate for SomeDude.
Yeah, that's a hate to see. Lucas doing Lost Kin for his Essence. It's not a bad idea. And like I say, you've got D-Dark for high frames and to deal with the little infection blobs, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with it.
Yeah, I'm surprised SomeDude isn't using the shortcut for Beast Den. Maybe doesn't know about it or forgot about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure there. Probably just forgot. And Lucas, yeah, making pretty easy work of easier Broken Vessel.
Is this Broken Vessel easier?
Definitely. Well, Broken Vessel is just hard Lost Kin.
Aha. I would really like to see SomeDude make use of that Shade Cloak right about now.
Yeah, when you can just shade dash through Devouts. And that should be Lantern for Lucas. I'd like to see him check Glade of Hope as well. Or Shrine of Believers, whichever the one with the item in it is. Glade of Hope.
I think it's Glade.
Oh, SomeDude.
SomeDude getting comboed there by that annoying spider.
Through everything.
curious that Locus
Asking
is taking
for
this path up
SomeDude.
to resting grounds. Oh, I think chat was saying earlier that Locus forgot to get the resting grounds bench. That might be true.
I'm surprised he didn't go from... Oh, he hasn't done this. I was going to say otherwise go from Salute to the progression engine. Ooh, please don't die here, Lucas. Hopefully he knows where this guy spawns. Yeah. Okay, he got out of there in time. Oh no. Just
Still looks a bit sketchy. Rip.
Could also just be pressure getting to both of the runners. They're falling apart a bit, but it's 10-11, hour and a half in, so it's not unheard of to see a little bit of nerves or just like shaky gameplay. They're keeping it together still. But they can't. Same mistake twice. SomeDude on full health now, so I think he's a lot more gathered, composed in. Yep, he remembers the check. And likes reward with an egg for his efforts.
The best kind of egg.
It really is.
Trying to shadow dash through that devout.
And SomeDude unfortunately taking another death here. He's probably just frustrated now. You really hate to see it. And he's going to be kicking himself when he realizes the dev shortcuts of... And Locus grabbing his lantern now.
Still not grabbing that bench. Who needs benches anyways?
Alright, and checking Glade. Love to see it. And SomeDude remembered the shortcut. There we go. It is done.
SomeDude, perhaps showing off a shade skip.
Yeah, it was all just a setup for that. And he's rewarded with Elegant Key, which you've already seen. Wait,
Interestingly,
try?
no. Locus opened Glade but did not check it.
Well, he remembered this at least, so next time maybe he'll remember Glade.
Yeah, I don't think he got the bench still.
Yeah, so if he quits out after this, there's no way he's coming back to Shrine for a long time.
We'll see some checks we've already seen from both racers. Looks like probably Sanctum and Shade Soul from SomeDude and Crits
That's
from
a wrong
Locus.
word, yes, please don't. Thank you. Maybe he'll get this bench at least.
Yeah.
La mer finello. Nama.
Pauses a bit to consider whether Hive Blood is worth the effort. Decides against it.
Yeah, when you don't have Trampars, it is mega not worth it unless you end up having to do White Palace and aren't really comfortable with it. But at that point, like, you build Flower Quest, just do White Palace.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, SomeDude spending a bit of time here with a check we've already seen. But Locus is as well, so it's not too detrimental. Oh no.
Looks like we're
Lucas.
getting more cliffs.
Mm.
This could be
Or Locust,
Joni's.
Yeah, actually that makes sense. Yeah, because he's got Lansing now, so definitely.
Yeah, surprised he's not going to Dark Deepness. That's much denser than this one checkout here with Lantern.
Yeah, he might just be cleaning up the odd stuff and then going to Dark Deepness just to, you know, cross entire areas off, and you're less likely to forget little individual check.
Yep. Some dude not realizing he doesn't have dash slash.
But he does remember the shortcut at least, so he won't have to fight that second Soul Warrior, which is nice to see. Just small optimizations. Locust not knowing to inventory drop on the right side there. But
Oh,
that
and
is
that's
Hera.
Hera.
Okay,
That's pretty
so
big.
that's 12 for Locust.
Yep. And there's the mark. Looks like he's going back for D-Dark now.
Yeah, so either Kingsbrand or another copy of Shriek for Locust, and he's done.
Yep.
SomeDude would need Kingsbrand and 2 copies of Wraiths.
I believe we saw the other 2 Dreamers at shops.
Yeah,
Black Egg
so
Tumble could be a
Vikings
check for
Dreamable.
Locust as well.
Locust grabbing his soul. SomeDude, yeah, about to get his Wraiths from Sanctum plus Shaman Stone, so he'll be able
Yeah,
to deal
thankfully-
with bosses a little bit better now.
Yep, he'll also get D-Dark, I believe. That was also here. So this, while these checks have already been done by Locust, they'll actually still be productive for SomeDude.
Yeah, this is probably a nice break for him. In the name of a good race, if he gets Kingsbrand, then it'll be 12-12, which is always nice.
Just looking for that Abyss streak at that point. This could be Watchers from Locust, finally.
The any percent runner in him. So you just need to make sure you got Shaman VS.
I wonder if we'll see any D-Darks during this fight, or just Shaman VS. Not even using wings.
And like this chandelier split. Got a new gold for himself in the full innocent mentality. And oh no, he does do D-Dark there.
Puts in some VSs as well, just to be sure.
For the fans.
We're gonna see some white pellets from some dude here, probably.
Please be Kingsbrand.
Yeah, that would be great. Just a vessel fragment. Not even a white fragment. You hate to see it. Got some VS action here from Locust.
Yep. Oh, and somebody getting his VS.
Yeah, so some dude
Yep,
is
the innocent
basically
was-
completely caught up on movement items now, and spells, but just is pretty behind on checks still. Looks like he might be going towards Mantis Lords now.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's like fair few checks. Oh, tram pass for Locus. Hive Knight.
Hive
time.
Knight. Yeah. Honestly, not completely horrible. It's some place that your opponent almost certainly has not gone,
And SomeDude
and
going for
not
his
too
raids
bad
in
with
now.
spells. Oh, and there's a bit streak
there
for
we
the
go.
GGs.
GG. Right, so just sent the invites and we should be able to get them in here for a post-race interview. SomeDude probably just going to finish this fight first and then he'll check the board.
Hey,
Yep. Hello, Locus. Or was that some dude? I
That
couldn't
was
actually tell.
SomeDude.
Oh, okay.
I
The
think
stream
his
was
stream's
delayed,
just
so
a bit.
yeah. Sorry, I had assumed it was Locus. Well, GG's.
yeah. Where was Shriek?
Shriek was Watchers and Soulmaster. That's where Locus got his 2 streaks.
I see. Does anyone know where Trampass is?
Trampass was also
he-
Watchers.
Wow.
We don't know where Kingsbrand is. Wow, Locus going and killing Mila.
So why did I say
So
Trampass?
heartless.
Kingsbrand?
Oh, Kingsbrand. Yeah, we don't know yet. I'll work on generating a spoiler log.
Oh man, yeah, I couldn't find Kingsbrand for the life of me. Oh man, I made a lot of mistakes. I got so lucky at the start. I feel bad about how lucky I got at the start.
So, Locus,
Yeah, what's up?
picture this. You're at Spore Shroom. How do you get to Moss Profit?
I don't know. That's why I left. I was there for Moss
You were,
Profit. That's why I was there.
a
I just didn't know how to
dash
get there.
length away from the breakable wall.
I
It's
I
like
figured
below
there
the
was a
drop.
breakable wall there, but I thought it had to be broke from the other side.
Nope.
Nah, it's just one of the crumbly ones.
Oh, see, I rushed there because I was like, people always get this goal so early. It must be from this side. And I guess I
so
was right about that, but I just needed to
It
break the
was
wall.
that and the 3 lore tablets and teachers' archives. You can leave the Umu arena from the left side and go around so you don't have to go under like you're trying
There's
to
a
do.
left door?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that shows my any percent.
Yeah,
I just
the,
thought there was only a right side, so I thought I had to find Isma's, and that was why I was so upset when I immediately found Isma's in Ancient Basin, like almost directly after.
Yeah, Locus, are you also aware that you can get to Crystal Heart by sea dashing across the bottom of that room instead of going the
Yeah, I just wanted to do
80% route?
underplan.
Okay, we
I
figured.
loved it. Also, if you do watch this back, you'll notice that
going
I
to.
think we call you an any percent runner about 200 times.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that I was like, wow, this actually like works out quite well. Like me getting to Umu from or doing QGA first try to get to Marmu.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I was so mad that Queen's Gardens stag showed up immediately after I took that whole long
Yeah.
trip and almost died. Like,
Yeah. Oh, the frogs. Yeah,
So-
that's scary.
yeah.
Who was it in chat? Okay, Locus, are you aware of the locations
let me open
of
up
the
chat.
fungal core egg and the super secret seal? Because you passed by both of those without picking either up.
I
while
have an
going
idea
towards-
of where a super secret seal is, but I felt like I was rushing the goal.
Do you want to know
Um,
what was at super secret seal?
Oh god, yeah, sure. Give it to me.
It was in fact Kingsbrand.
Wow.
Whoa! Oh my god. Alright, well, lesson learned there. Because that's 2 goals, Kingsbrand. Well, I guess I had to find
Yeah.
another fragment still, but
Plus, it's a whole bunch of checks. It's like, what, 7 checks or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone in chat called out like Kingsbrand at like there and like shriek at the egg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just completely forgot that Dive opened up God Home for the last hot spring.
Oh,
So I had Dive for a while and I just didn't go there.
To be
Yeah, in
fair,
Hot
so-
Springs in Godhome, you need to do a Pantheon.
yeah,
so
you can't do the
that makes
large
sense.
hot springs.
Mm,
So you would have
Godhome
to
would.
open the Pantheon.
I still think I would have been able to get to that,
Yeah.
but it would have taken me some time. There's
Yeah.
something else I wanted to. Oh yeah, I felt like just at the start that was the craziest start. Dash at Stag Nest, Wings at Moloch. Oh, did SomeDude in here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
And Locus, you're actually like 3 minutes late on getting Dash.
I was
There's
3
only
minutes
3
late.
minutes. It can't
Yeah.
only have been 3 minutes.
Some dude got dash.
Oh, dash. I see.
Yeah, some dude got dash at Stagnest almost immediately and went towards VKMMC, while Locus went and did, I believe it was talk to Midwife before that, then got the dash, then went to Pilgrim's Way.
Okay.
How-
Yeah.
How long was I missing Wings? I feel like
Well,
it was
Wings
like
was
20
Moloch.
minutes.
a long time.
So
Yeah,
when
that was Moloch.
I knew that when I marked
Yeah.
off Moloch, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna go back for that after I marked that goal."
Yeah, it was very
Um,
good for some dude that he eventually went back to Moloch, and that you didn't mark Baltamas Prophet Locus, because that allowed some dude to find that claw.
Yeah. If I would have
otherwise
marked that,
you
he
probably
wouldn't have found that
never
either.
got it.
I was very happy to see Pale Lurker had wings as well, because I knew that would make it even take longer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I just forgot to mark Hidden Station for like
Oh yeah, we
I
noticed that.
noticed.
10 minutes.
Because you even went back and got the Geo for it.
Yeah, I rushed it. I was
Oh,
like,
cool.
"Oh man, this is
Tag.
great! It's a goal." And I just forgot to mark it.
Oh, another question for you, Locus. When you picked up Queen Station at False Night, did you realize that was a goal, or were you just like putting that off until after you finished Moloch?
Yes, I realized that was a goal. I thought he might be doing False Night and Moloch at the same time, and I guess I kind of greeted. I thought that if I got Queen Station, I would be behind him on False Night Moloch. So
Yeah.
I just kind of took the risk that I'd be able to finish Moloch in time and then get Queen Station. But
Yeah, in fact, some dude was like just behind you, like you saw him mark Queen Station as you were doing Moloch.
yeah, so I kind of
I
figured.
don't actually know how it would have turned out.
Yeah, I feel like we probably would have traded there, but it's hard to say for sure. Maybe I could have done the fight faster or something.
I want to apologize for Beastan.
Wait, what was
uh,
Beast Den?
I like died there 3 times or something, and all kinds of crazy things.
Oh, I see. Did you have access to Hera at that point?
Yeah.
wait, Hera wasn't vanilla. Why am I thinking that Hera was vanilla?
Because you're an any percent runner?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Clearly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mike, I know about that. I just forgot about it during then.
Yeah, the Devouts were not kind to you in Beast End. That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I
Locus,
can't
if
believe
you're
I
in chat.
forgot the shortcut for so long.
Yeah, I managed to pull off like all the like funny any percent kind of like things I was happy with.
Yeah, that
Like
was
even just doing
pretty
Watcher
good.
Nights, I just didn't want to use D-Dark.
Yeah.
We saw that, yeah.
Just 'cause it was, I was like, I used it on the first night, and I was like, wait, that was boring. And then it got a lot better after that.
You also saw the first try QGA.
Yeah,
Just intentionally missing the autopilot seal and Howling Race jet to flex.
oh god, I didn't expect. I expected to almost die on QGA. Honestly, I was not expecting to get it first try. Trying to think of what else happened that was content.
Oh, at the beginning, you accidentally slashed at Midwife.
Oh yeah,
failed to talk to.
I didn't know that was a
and you fell
thing.
in the water as well.
Where was Hera?
Oh yeah.
Hera
Uh,
was at Joni's. I
Is
did
he?
I did Lost Kin for Essence for Lantern,
see.
and then took Lantern through.
Yeah, I assume you were farming essence for Lantern as well at the end, SomeDude.
Yeah, I was hoping Lucas didn't like even consider getting Essence, so I was hoping to get Lantern and go into Dark Deep Nest.
Ah, yeah.
That didn't work out like I wanted it to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I got Marmu. Is it just Marmu and Lost Kin? Is that 550?
Yeah, that's 550. That was
Okay,
enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just got the two of them.
Chat has
Oh.
a question for you. How do you feel about resting grounds bench?
I don't know. I just missed grabbing it, and then I was like, when I was playing, I was like, shit, I really need to go back to resting grounds for this lantern. And I was like, maybe I can play it off by just like going through kings and getting the checks in kings. But then I died on the arena, and like then I was like, oh, okay. Even if I like pretend that I knew what I was doing, and like meant to not grab the bench or something, like then I still have the embarrassment of dying to that arena. So
You guys kind of chain died together for a while there, so neither of you looked bad. It was just, the runners are 10-11, an hour and a half in. Fatigue's probably getting to them. This is totally normal. They're great players.
yeah.
But also, nice opening Shrine of Believers, and then Glade of Hope, and then just walking past it. And still not getting there, so you would have had to have walked back a second time.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so do we know what was at Believers?
Oh, I can check that.
Because I did open that with the intention of going there, and then I guess I just didn't.
I mean, you did Crypts, which was definitely a good thing, but yeah, it was right there, and you didn't bench.
Yeah.
It was just a mask chart. Yeah, your resting grounds routing was very amusing.
Wait.
The first time you went, you didn't get the bench, and you got dive and didn't check crypts. The second time you went, you opened Glade, skipped past it, and went to check crypts. Again,
Okay.
not getting the bench.
So the first time I got dive, where did I go? Oh, I just immediately went to peaks. Okay. Wait, no,
Yeah.
I didn't. Dive and
No,
Dream
you went
Shield.
to the goal, I thought.
Oh, I went to go
Um,
find Marmu. Queen's Garden Stag. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just took me a long time to get to Marmu. Did SomeDude, did you check Waterways?
I did not.
Neither of you checked waterways.
Okay.
There is a rates at Dung Defender, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
Also,
I was kind of under the
Did
impression
either-
that you had two simple keys for hot springs, and you already cleared out waterways, so I just never went down there, even though I had the key for it.
Why didn't you grab the second key for the hot springs?
I couldn't find one.
Where did I find the other one?
you got the vanilla one, SomeDude.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
storerooms one.
I see.
Oh, storerooms was vanilla. I was thinking, I was like, I have
You should know,
storerooms. Should I?
Storerooms
Should I?
is always amazing.
Just us palm.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Anything that, in particular, that you both decided to not skip Fury, given the early game weighting of the board?
I always feel like False Knight Moloch is just a trap in general.
Oh yeah, we
You
saw
had
both of
the
you avoid that.
Pilgrim's tablets plus VKMMC was probably more what I was angling at, just like
Yeah.
any progression basically, and you've got those two.
As soon as I saw a Distant Village Stag, I was like, okay, I can just get Midwife immediately. If I trade for False Knight Moloch, that's fine. And then I can go, like, I don't know, check grubs or something after that. But that changed pretty quick when I got Dash at Stag Nest.
I didn't skip it.
As soon as I saw VK Moss Charger, him mark that, I was like, okay, now I can go back and do it.
I skipped it just because I've been burned on it so many times. I was just like, I'm not gonna let Fury do it again. I think last time I lost Wings, it was Stag Nest Stag, and Wings was at Stag Nest, and I just didn't get that for a while either.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's definitely scary.
I mean, in the tournament, the one against me bag.
Did you get journals and soul vessel from shops?
I got 2 journals from shops and 1 vessel from shops, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about whether I
and
could
one
have
from
actually
Grubs.
gotten those. Oh, one from Grubs. Okay.
Where was
Yeah.
Hidden Station Stack?
Hidden Station Stag was at Oro.
I see.
Yeah, so it was kind of out there. Oh, I also couldn't figure out how to get back to the route.
Oh, right. We saw that.
It's like, wait, is there a way I can skip through here? Like, because I was on the other side of it, and when I got to the other side of that acid, I was like, wait, I'm not supposed to be here. It's lower down than this. And then it wasn't lower down than that, so... And I didn't want to go all the way around again and look stupid, so I was
So-
like, I'll just go through the acid.
You can, in fact, do an acid skip there. With C dash and dash and wings, what you do is you C dash into like the curved wall, and then
Yeah.
wait until you like fall past the lip so that you can dash under it, and then use wings to jump out. You'll land
And then
in
you
acid,
just
but
land
you'll
in the acid and spawn.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah, I've
exactly.
seen that. I just forgot about the
Yeah.
C dash to start that.
And if you don't have C dash, you can just dash off air stall, and then it's the same thing. You might be able to do it without an air stall, but it'd be pretty tight, and I have no clue. And you also, just a slight routing thing, you could have skipped the second Soul Warrior. You can do a lever skip on the one at the bottom right of the room, and then you basically, skip that whole room, skip the Soul Warrior.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
hit
think
the
it had
lever
anything
from
to
below.
lever
Like,
skip.
it saves like
You can
40
hit the lever
seconds.
from below. Like
Oh.
the first elevator, there's like an alcove you can go into and hit the lever with nothing even. So
I see.
that works.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just I thought I needed a nail art for that, and I was thinking about going back and grabbing a nail art before starting Sanctum, but I didn't bother.
Yeah, you need the nail art, or
it's fine.
maybe Mark of Pride works for the Hell Room lever. But
Over, I think it's nail art only.
okay,
Or maybe like Mark Pride long nail or something.
but
But
yeah,
I could be wrong.
but the first one is
There's a
skippable regardless.
spreadsheet posted in Randomizer, I think, with all the lever skips and what they can be done with.
And the 2 unbreakables you got were Greed and Heart, right?
Strength.
No, Strength and Heart.
Wait, where was Strength?
City Storeroom Stack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw that one.
Oh, I did preview it. Yeah, I did. You're right. And I bought the first one immediately, thinking I would snag the second one somewhere.
I definitely used the second one a lot. I didn't have any
Yeah.
spells for the longest time.
Oh yeah, spells were so dry this seed. There were like no spells anywhere until Soulmaster.
Yeah,
Soul Sanctum
Soulmaster,
was
holy, there is so much stuff there.
What else was there? I forgot.
Let me look. It was
I got a Wraiths there.
D-Dark.
Oh, Wraith
Um,
and Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, D-Dark and Wraiths. Is there anything else? Seal, Sanctum. Oh, Shaman Stone.
Yeah. I remember
Shaman
that
Stone was there? I thought it was in Well. Oh no,
That was
Spell Twister. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, that was a fun race.
one. Yeah.
That was
It was
good.
pretty
Good games, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
That was a pretty close race. GG's.
It's a lot better
Yeah,
than
that
my
was
last one.
really well done.
Oh boy.
Nice bit of content.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it seems like we are finished here. The next race, there's 2. I believe there's one between Mickley and Spanabear at 6 p.m. Eastern, and one between my co-commentator here, Insomnia, and Absolutely Ash at 8 p.m. Eastern. Those are scheduled pretty tightly. Hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, be sure to tune into those. We don't know which speed gaming channels they'll be on yet, but we'll know later. And be sure to check out the Hollow Knight Discord, especially the randomizer community there is very active and very nice.
Yeah, and we're quite often doing races with like different formats, and we get a relatively steady stream of new players. There's always someone around your skill level if you're looking for a race, and everyone's more than happy to help teach stuff. Plus, we've got a work in progress guide that goes over like all the item locations and how to get to them.
Yep. Planders have also been all the rage recently. Planned randomizers made by various people. It's a lot of fun. Well, I think if everything's done here, we'll wrap it up then. Have a good night,
Alrighty,
everyone.
GG's. Thanks for watching, guys.